I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about emergency funds, what they are, how important they are, why everyone should have one, and everything in between. I have a video on my channel documenting me building up my emergency fund, right? Which is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. So whatever your rent and mortgage is, whatever your average utilities are, I know utilities is a fluctuating thing. Like your electric is not going to be consistent, your gas won't be consistent, your water bill won't be consistent, but that average number, add that in there. Whatever you use for gas to get back and forth to work every week, pet food, groceries, etc., whatever you spend on necessities each month, 3 to 6 months of that amount should be in your emergency fund, and that's the general rule of thumb. So when I was building my emergency fund back in 2021, it took me approximately 5 months to build it up. I just went to an even number. I said, I'm gonna save $10,000. I think $10,000 is a decent amount for an emergency fund, so that's what I did. COVID's still in full effect, stimmy checks flying out. I only had one kid at the time, so I'm able to work a little bit more, do a little bit more overtime, etc. So I'm taking all the stimmy checks, I'm taking all my YouTube money, I'm taking all my side hustle money, I'm taking all of my overtime money, and I'm just dumping it into my emergency fund. So it took 5 months for me to get that 10 grand. I reached that and everything was good. I had my emergency fund for about 3, maybe 4 months without having to touch it, without needing it. I said, you know what? I think this is a little too much. So I cut it in half. I was debt free at the time. I took 5,000 out of that 10,000 and I threw it into the stock market. So long story short, I built it back up to 10 grand and I left it. I didn't touch it. You know, I didn't have anything going on at the time. So life continues to move on and progress, and we move out, buy the house, and this is where things get tricky. So the emergency fund is for emergencies, right? That's what we need it for, because anything can go wrong, right? You got car issues, you got medical issues, job layoff, you got maintenance issues with the house. Anything can go wrong, right? You may even need to hire a lawyer for some reason. Like you might have some legal issues going on, but an emergency is an emergency. We all know what a real life emergency is. So I ended up having to use my emergency fund. It was a weird feeling, bittersweet actually. Like I was grateful that I had it, but you feel like, man, it took me all this time to save it up and now I got to use it. In my case, I had to use my entire emergency fund plus a little bit extra, and I'll explain that right now. So the year is 2022. Just moved into my brand new house and things was good, right? It's a celebration. Everybody's excited, man. Got my own place that I worked so hard for me and my family. We instantly started picking out furniture, started ordering custom blinds, trying to furnish the place, because that's typically your idea when you move into a new place. Like, how we gonna furnish this thing? What we gonna spend our first funds on once we get in here? We wanna go crazy. We was gonna pace it out, map it out, just get the essentials and things we needed. But I kid you not, a month into moving into my house, maybe a month and a half, mind you, it's March, that's spring, so it's a lot of rain, a lot of rain. It pours like really hard for days and days. I go down to my basement and we got water in the basement. I said, whoa, hold on now, hold on. No, this can't be happening. This cannot be happening. I'm getting triggered again just thinking about it. And this was already 3 years ago. After the full inspection, you know, everything was fully renovated in my house when we moved in, so things was looking good. Inspections passed, no issues, right? No electrical, no plumbing, no HVAC, no nothing. There's nothing that we can see, and I had multiple sets of eyeballs from professionals. Now it wasn't flooding, but we noticed 2 trickles every time it rained, 2 little trickles and streams coming from somewhere, and it threw me off guard because I'm just thinking, like, I don't know where this is coming from. I can't see anything because, mind you, the basement is finished. You can't see certain places. And I found out that I had 3 foundation cracks. So instantly I'm panicking. I've never experienced this before. I'm a first-time homeowner. I know a decent amount about real estate, but I've never been super duper hands-on. Like, I've worked on other people's projects. I've done a few things, but this situation was brand new for me. All I was thinking about is, like, I know how much much damage water can do. And I need to solve this issue. I need to solve this problem. If I can do some DIY stuff, I'm gonna do it. But in my situation, I wasn't able to do so. I reach out, I get to calling people. Who do you know who can fix such and such? I'm looking around, calling around for quotes. I get guys to come out there and look at it. They find the issue, and out of all the quotes I got, it ranged from $5,000 for the repair all the way up to $25,000 for the repair. And I'm like, you never want to go the cheapest route, but you never want to go the most expensive route either. And me, I'm a negotiator. Like, I'm not, you know, I understand your expertise and your labor and all that, but I understand that everything is negotiable as well in this world. So we settled on a company that was able to fix it, able to add a brand new sump pump. It took them about 3 days to fix the issue, but that situation cost me $11,000. So my entire emergency fund gone, just gone. Like every cent, every red cent that I spent 5 months to build up, just gone. And I was grateful at the time because, mind you, I'm freaking out internally. I'm not really showing it externally, being the man of the house. Like, if I panic, it looks crazy, right? Wife wasn't, you know, too excited about it. She felt like we bought the wrong house, and I'm telling her, like, no, this is normal. Like, my house is a 1946. Yeah, 1946. So it's an older home, but it's a brick home. It's sturdy, it's good, fully renovated, etc. This is just a minor setback for a major comeback. Granted, I haven't had water since, haven't had any issues since, and this is, you know, 3 springs later. But that situation right there is what took my emergency fund. And you never know. You never know what emergency is gonna pop up. Like, that's really what I want to stress in this video, is that emergencies happen when you least expect them. If you can predict them, that'd be cool, but at the same time, you can't predict none of this stuff. I haven't bounced back since. I've been trying to put little, you know, funds here and there away, but we all live in the same exact economy, and you know how crazy it is out right now. So I haven't been able to build back up a sizable, you know, comfortable enough emergency fund for me ever since. So that's the point of this video I want to make, is like, when things happen, you got to be prepared for it. Being proactive versus being reactive, that's my big thing all the time. I love talking about that because things can and will happen no matter what. Whether you're prepared or not, it's gonna happen, and it's better to, again, be prepared versus just scrambling when those things do take place. Because I was sick. I was really sick at the time. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I knew that if I had this money, I don't know what it's gonna be for, but I'm gonna be able to use it and just not care. But I had a feeling, like I had a weird feeling. With that being said, let me know if you have an emergency fund that you're currently working on. Let me know if you have an emergency fund that's fully funded. Also, let me know if you've had an emergency that you had to tap into your emergency fund for. Let me know how you felt when you had to tap into that emergency fund for that emergency. I know I'm not the only one who felt some type of way. It's really a unique feeling. So let me know in the comments, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.